A game can average 100 frames per second and still feel bad. The average hides timing. If most frames arrive quickly but a few take much longer, your eyes feel those pauses as stutter. Randomly lowering every setting or buying a graphics card may change the number without finding the cause. This is a measurement first diagnosis, one repeatable scene, one frame time record, and one change at a time. Start by creating a test that can be repeated. Use the same save, root, practice area, or built-in benchmark. Record the resolution, refresh rate, frame cap, graphics preset, upscaling mode, ray tracing, and whether the problem happens online or offline. Run long enough to reproduce the symptom, but keep the scene controlled. NVIDIA Frame View can record frame rates, frame times, power, and performance data across a wide range of graphics cards. AMD software can show and log frame rate, frame time, stutter rate, utilization, clocks, temperatures, power, memory, and other metrics on supported systems. Use one tool consistently. Do not compare two different scenes collected with two different methods. Now separate three patterns. A consistently high frame time is low performance, every frame is taking too long. A mostly flat trace with occasional tall spikes is stutter. A pause that repeats at the same location or action may be game-specific, such as shader compilation or asset streaming. A pause that appears across several demanding games points more strongly toward the computer, driver, heat, memory, storage, or background software. Record when the spike happens. The timestamp is more useful than a screenshot of the average FPS counter. If the GPU stays near full utilization with stable clocks and lowering resolution or a graphics-heavy setting improves the same test, the graphics workload is probably the current limit. If one or more CPU cores are saturated, the game can be CPU limited even when total CPU use is far below 100%. If GPU utilization drops during the frame time spike, the graphics card may be waiting for the CPU, memory, storage, shader work, or the game engine. That drop is not automatic proof that the graphics card is weak. Change one load at a time and look for a repeatable response. Next, line up the spike with memory, storage, and temperature. If system memory is nearly full, Windows may need to move data between memory and storage. Close browsers, launchers, capture tools, and overlays, then repeat the test. If video memory pressure rises with the hitch, reduce texture or memory-heavy settings before assuming the whole GPU must be replaced. If disk activity jumps, check free space, drive health, downloads, security scans, and whether the game is installed on an appropriate SSD. If clock speeds fall as temperatures rise, investigate dust, fans, airflow, cooler mounting, and power limits. Do not jump directly to voltage changes or unsafe firmware settings. Use the timeline. Did the problem begin after a game patch, Windows update, graphics driver, new application, mod, overlay, or hardware change? Write that down before updating everything again. Restart, pause downloads, and close non-essential software. Microsoft Documents Task Manager as a way to inspect CPU, memory, disk, network, running applications, and startup activity. Verify the game files through its platform, preserve local saves, and test without optional mods or capture software. Use the graphics card maker's official driver channel. If a new driver immediately caused the issue, a documented rollback can be more useful than stacking another cleaner or optimizer on top. The fastest reliable workflow is one change, one result. Keep the same scene and change one variable, disable one overlay, lower one setting group, test one driver state, remove one optional mod layer, or close one background workload. Record the result and revert anything that does not help. Do not apply 10 internet tweaks together. That can hide the real cause and create a second problem. If only one game stutters, check its current patch notes, known issues, shader behavior, and file integrity. If every demanding game stutters, move outward to heat, power, memory stability, storage health, and drivers. If the problem appears only online, separate rendering frame time from latency, packet loss, and server behavior. An upgrade is justified only when the same controlled test shows a persistent hardware limit after software, configuration, temperature, power, and stability problems are excluded. Buy for the measured workload. A graphics limit does not automatically require a new processor. A CPU limit does not become a graphics problem because the graphics card is older. Check the power supply, case clearance, motherboard support, memory, cooling, and the monitor target before purchasing one part. Use the free TechLife Hybrid Diagnostic Worksheet to record the scene, settings, frame time evidence, temperatures, utilization, software timeline, and one variable result. The complete source checked guide and worksheet are at techlifehybrid.com/guide/fix game stuttering low FPS measure first, then fix the cause you can actually prove.